Yes guys, I finally got the MoYu RS2M Evolution 2x2. Hey guys, it's me Ram here, and in today's video I'm probably going to be doing one of my most requested videos ever. I'm going to be unboxing the MoYu RS2M Evolution 2x2 and taking a look at how good it is. Way too many people have asked me how good it is for its price and how it compares to other top 2x2s, so I guess we will find out today. As always, I'd like to give Speedcube shop a massive thank you for sending me this puzzle to test out. If you want to buy this cube or any other Speedcube, be sure to get it at Speedcube shop and use the discount code RAM for 5% off your order, as well as a shout out at the end of my latest video. Alright then, let's get right into this. The opening of this box is here, I guess. So let's get this opened up. Alright, so here we have the MoYu accessories box. I won't be showing this because I've shown it in a lot of videos already. And here we have the RS2M Evolution itself. Let's go ahead and open this up. Alright then, so first impressions, this cube does have frosted plastic and yeah, the turning out of the box is actually pretty good. It feels really similar to the Vapo WRS actually. However, the cube just feels a little bit more rigid than the Vapo WRS overall. The feeling is largely the same and the speed is a little bit slower than I had expected, but it's still not slow by any means. So people have told me that this is basically the Vapo WRS without adjustable magnets, and I see where they're coming from. This cube feels extremely similar to the Vapo WRS which I have right here. This one I've lubed with Traxxas 50K and Lunar and it feels pretty good. But overall, this obviously feels really similar, and I don't think the adjustable magnets make that much of a difference, so this is actually really good. However, besides the price and the adjustable magnets, I do see three more small differences between the WRS and the RS2M, and I will point them out right now. Number one is the internals. The WRS has this honeycomb inside texture, which I guess is to spread lube evenly, whereas the RS2M has no such texture. The second thing is the stability. The RS2M actually feels a lot more stable than the WRS at the moment. However, that might just be because of tensions. The RS2M is much tighter than the WRS right now. Finally, the speed. The WRS was a lot faster than the RS2M is out of the box. However, this isn't necessarily a bad thing because the WRS was pretty uncontrollable out of the box and this feels a lot more stable and controllable. However, that being said, I'd still like to loosen up this RS2M Evolution and play around with it because I do prefer more flexible and faster 2x2s anyway. Other than that, the feeling of the RS2M feels largely the same to the WRS, and let's take a look at corner cutting. Yeah, corner cutting isn't the greatest right now. It's not too bad. It can do under like 45 degrees forward and around this much reverse. However, once again, it is pretty tight, so I might try and loosen it up. Like I mentioned before, this cube feels pretty rigid and stable, so pops and corner twists will definitely not be a problem at all. Even while turning fast on this puzzle, I'm not having any major lockup or catching issues, which is a pretty good sign on this puzzle. Alright then, I guess it's time to go ahead and give this cube a quick solve and see how it performs. Alright, so this is a pretty alright scramble for white here. It's 2 moves into a bad EG1. Let's go ahead and try it out. Alright, 1.75 seconds. I was a little bit locky, so it's not that great, but overall not a bad time. So yeah, overall out of the box for this price, I think this 2x2 is absolutely solid. I'd even recommend it over the WRS because I don't think paying an extra $5 justifies the adjustable magnet strength. I still obviously need to go ahead and break in this puzzle, set it up, but overall out of the box, I think this is a really solid 2x2. I will go ahead and lube, loosen and break in this puzzle, and I will let you guys know my final thoughts on this cube in the next segment of this video. See ya. Hey guys, so I've had this cube for about 3 weeks now. I've done some solves on it and I'm ready to share my thoughts. Out of the box, I mentioned that this cube felt extremely similar to the Vapo WRS, which is like $5 more, and there are only a few small differences setting the two cubes apart. After setting the cube up, I'm able to see why the WRS is a bit more expensive. The RS2M has a few flaws that I'm unable to look over when compared to the WRS, and I'll talk about that in a bit. After loosening this cube, the speed got a bit too fast for me, and so for my setup, I just went for a lot of Traxxas 50K to slow it down and then added a little bit of Martian on top. While testing, the corner cutting of the puzzle is perfectly fine and pretty much on par with other modern 2x2s. And just like the other modern 2x2s, pops and corner twists never happen on this puzzle either. Now let me talk about the problems I've faced on this cube and why I probably think this is worse than the WRS. The first thing is the feeling. After doing a very similar setup on the WRS and the RS2M, the WRS is a very nice, soft and hollow feeling. I much prefer this over the RS2M's clicky feel. Secondly, catches. Again, despite my settings being the same on both cubes and tensions being roughly the same, I get way more weird catches on the RS2M Evolution. The reason I don't main the WRS is because it catches a little bit more than I would like, but unfortunately for my turning style, the RS2M is quite a bit worse than even the WRS. Now all this makes it sound like I'm bashing on this cube, but honestly I still think it's undoubtedly the best cube for its price. It's much better than the original MGC 2x2. In this video, I just put it up against MoYu's flagship 2x2, which is probably an unfair comparison anyway because MoYu intended for that 2x2 to be much better. I'm sure people with a different turning style than me will probably be able to use this cube just fine, and it might even work better for them than other top 2x2 speed cubes. So overall, I highly recommend this cube if you want a cheaper version of the WRS, or if most other modern 2x2s just don't suit you. It's very unique from other 2x2s out there and might just be what you're looking for. So that's pretty much it for my video going over the RS2M Evolution 2x2. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and a big thank you to Speedcube Shop as always for sending me this puzzle to test out. Goodbye.